maybe they can do it 2 games in a row if they have, of course, switched sides. So red side is where NSG will be this game, with blue being where Bulldogs are.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what adaptations they make in the drafting phase now that they have different sides. Like you said, it was a pretty big stomp from NSG last game. They had the scaling lanes, yet they managed to pretty hard stomp the early game. And they managed to pick up the win quite quickly, and I thought we might see that. We got
immediately banning the Nasus and LeBlanc.
Yeah, just giving.
Don't see any of them.
Yeah, you don't want to give the players their most comfortable picks.
We got the triple ban out Kai'Sa as well.
I think they could even first pick Kai'Sa. I know that Gould will be able to play it. It's a pretty good pick in the meta right now. But no, I'm not surprised to see the Nasus being taken away. It's not even necessarily because you don't have an answer to it. It's just that like it is just such an obnoxious pick, and you're constantly putting the game on a timer. I mean, the game last game the timer didn't really matter that much, but
no, it really didn't.
They were just the early game
early as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Kai'Sa ban because Xayah was banned away on the side of Bulldogs. So the 2 top tier AD carries taken off the table. Pyke will be the response, locking that in for Synapse.
Ooh, and they did actually, now that they've banned the Nasus, that did leave the Camille open. That has been banned in most games versus Hume. And it's a pretty big pick of his, so it'll be nice to see him playing that. It's pretty confident to be able to just blind pick it. There's a lot of things in the meta that can serve a bit of a problem for Camille, but obviously he's happy to play it into anything. And we do see the Pantheon being locked in there as well. It does have a lot of flexibility. It can be played in jungle, top, mid, support as well. Pantheon is a pretty strong champion at the moment, and like I said earlier, with the flexibility, it's pretty nice to be seeing it taken up so early in the draft phase.
Well, looks like it will be the Nunu in the jungle instead, so that means Pantheon will either have to be top or mid, or as you said, could go support. You never know where it's going to be, unless Nunu wants to go somewhere a little bit unusual, but generally think of that as a jungler.
Yeah.
So
solo lane Pyke you don't. Yeah, solo lane Pyke you don't see too much anymore, so I would expect it to go in top or mid. It was picked in response to the Camille slightly, so maybe that's Ego's preferred pick into it. I can imagine Pantheon being a very Ego speed champion, quite aggressive, and we see the Lucian being taken for Kaz as well.
We've seen Lucian several times today, and sometimes it's done really well, other times it's kind of fallen a little bit flat because you're going for such an early game and then you don't find any purchase in the lane and it just doesn't really do much for you. So which is it going to be for Kaz in this game? Hopefully for the side of NSG, hopefully it will be the better one where you find a bit of a snowball in the lane, but could always very easily go in the opposite direction as Cassiopeia gets taken away from Housen.
Yeah, I would like to see the support pool pinched a little bit here. Leona taking away is very good. It's good at picking to Pyke. They showed last game how strong it can be in that laning phase and how much it can neutralize the Pyke. So smart thing to ban it away there, Bulldog.
How are they going to respond? Are they going to keep banning out Housen here, or are they going to mix it up a little bit, go for something a little bit different?
Right.
No,
Yeah,
they'll ban away the Caitlyn instead.
Yeah, I think it's better to pinch the ADC pool. That Pantheon could go top or mid, so it's probably not a good idea to aim too many things into it. And limiting that ADC pool is definitely going to work out a little bit better. I think the Cassiopeia ban was more towards Gould as well. So it's just trying to eliminate as many picks that Gould has as possible into that Lucian.
Still has his Syndra available if he wants to go that way again. If he considers that to be a strong pick for himself. It didn't really work out in the last game, but that might speak to the strength of the roster perhaps from NSG as Nautilus gets locked in. Still had the Braum available, so interesting that they decided to go that direction.
Yeah, I understand why you still want to pick Nautilus. It's not as prevalent in the meta as it was, quite a few patches ago now actually. But it still has a pretty decent amount of strength in the laning phase. Level 6 spike is very, very big as well. Nice tanky support to match up with the Lucian, and has a decent amount of engage as well to be able to match the Lucian in the aggression he wants to pump out. And
got ourselves a Veigar.
Interesting. Maybe that's another AP AD carry that Gould wants to pump out. Didn't work out too well last game when he had the Syndra, but obviously we have seen him on the Cassiopeia have some really, really great games, not just in this tournament, but I think back to Insomnia, when he played it out in Bulldogs. He had some pretty decent games on that one there. And we have Ari being locked in as well. Similar problem to last game actually, if that Veigar is going into the bot lane and it isn't an ADC. Scaling will be an issue, but we'll have to find out.
It's also the fact that they don't have the range of an AD carry. Yes, Veigar is technically a ranged champion, so is Ari, but you still don't have the strength of the Siege or anything like that something like the Lucian will provide for the side of NSG. And Katarina gets locked in for RIP and Peace DFG, so I'm dying to see if he can pop off on this pick like he did yesterday.
Yeah, and we do see people swapping out, so that Veigar must be in the bot lane. I wonder if... Are we going to see the Pyke and the Pantheon swap? I mean, we've still got 5 seconds left for it. We'll wait until it happens. But we had the Katarina back out again. He had a great performance on it yesterday. Hopefully we'll see it again. And that's the 20-second bit past. Are they just swapping lanes?
I mean, Ego Speed has the Ignite, yeah. Maybe he just doesn't like playing against Camille, so he's like, Synapse, can you just do me a favor and go top?
Yeah, can you just do me a favor? I don't really fancy going against this guy again. He played Nasus into me last time, and I don't really want to go back to it. Okay,
he was mean to me.
That's what they are going in for. I mean, okay, fair enough. Whatever you want to do.
Thoughts?
I don't think it's good. I don't think it's a good idea if you want to win the game.
Unless it's like solo lane Pyke with teleport Pantheon support, which I doubt. But
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think they are just going to swap lanes here. I mean, in fairness, looking at the positives of it, Synapse Sprinter should be well versed in Pantheon anyway. It is a support pick that is being played quite a lot right now, so he will be familiar with the combos and with the amount of damage that Pantheon is able to put out. Not so confident in how it matches up against a Camille in the matchup. I do see in the chat, no, my Smurf is Pyke account, so he's given it a whirl. He's going to bring it into this bot lane, and a little bit of spice to be added up in what could be the final game of the UKEL.
Definitely could, and we will be returning for the UKEL in the summer. In the spring. It is the summer. In the spring in February 2020. So keep an eye on @UKEL 2019 on Twitter for that. I don't know if they're going to change it to 2020 when we reach 2020, but have to keep an eye on that account anyway for any updates on anything further from the UKEL. But this could be a game that they come out from the gate, come out strong, and even though they have a bit of an unusual comp from the side of Bulldog, maybe they'll win. They do have a Veigar, so they have insane scaling. They have an Execute from the Pyke.
True.
Ari pretty strong at every stage of the game. It's more the Pantheon and the Nunu that would worry me if anything else. And the fact that DFG has Katarina. That too.
Yeah, if he has a similar performance to yesterday, they're gonna have to be worried. I much prefer the comp from NSG as well. Just much more standard, even with that Katarina in there. The Silas being picked up again. He had a pretty good game on it last game. So nice to see him. Well, depends who you're supporting, but nice to see him be able to get that again and slip through the draft phase. But they're other priorities, so fair enough. Won't be as much scaling on NSG's side now with the Lucian as opposed to the guys that they had last game, but I will expect Hume to still play that split push carry style that he's had in every single game he's played now, whether it's with the Nasus or the Camille that we saw actually in the other games as well. He's actually, to be honest, Hume has been performing pretty well in almost every single game I've seen him in now. Riven Peace GFG, I think, has had more stand-up performances that have actually resulted in wins, but
yeah.
Hume has been able to hold himself pretty well in most matchups, and really cause a ruckus in a lot of games that we've seen him in.
But I kind of like that they put in the Lucian, because playing into the Veigar is looking to stack, looking to get to that late game point. Whereas Lucian, he wants to take the game early, he wants to try and snowball. So it might work out even better for them. And I also like the Silas, because you can steal the Pike ult, Ahri ult for a bit of maneuverability, Veigar ult, which is insane to steal away. And then to a certain extent, you can steal away the Nunu and the Pantheon ult as well. So it depends on how you want to really play the game, but at any stage of the game, once you've your ult available to steal someone else's, you can do so many different things.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we saw last game the near quadra kill. Almost, it was an unofficial quadra.
Unofficial quadra, yeah.
He really managed to make that Pike ulti work for him, and he got off a lot of gold from that. He managed to utilize it to the best of his ability, and gonna see an early invade here. Do you see Bulldogs all stacking together in the brush? They will be able to spot it out if they do go up into the river, but I will expect them to go through the bot lane. Yeah.
They are indeed. Don't want anyone to stick a toe out of line here, as they do ward up that tri-brush.
They do need to be very careful. I don't know if they will... They need to make sure that they stick together here.
Stick in that brush, and if they don't know that they're there,
gonna get spotted out.
Wait for it, wait for it. There we go, here comes the fight. It is a level 1 fight. And Tech Feed will be the first to fall. They're gonna trade one back, force a flash away. Go Commit Jungle will go down, as well as they only lose one. Actually, they didn't. He just came back alive. The timer is just so small. I lost track of who died. Katarina looking for more here, as that's 3 for 2 so far. Housen, now the target. Kaz picks up his second kill of the fight. Towards the top, looking for more.
So we got a Fiesta on our hands.
Yeah, uses the heal, manages to get away.
It's a shame Pike didn't manage to pick up any of the kills to share the gold.
Yeah, well, he can't share the gold until he reaches that level 6 point, but...
Oh yeah, true, my bad.
Kaz now 3-0.
I mean, you were talking about it earlier, that the Lucian is able to punish that Veigar quite a lot early on. And now with the 3 kills, how much gold is that now? He could get 2 minions here, go back, buy a BF. That's gonna be an absurd amount of pressure he's gonna exude in this early game now.
800 gold already. That's a Hex Flash that will connect with the dredge line. He has to flash away his thing. Knight comes through. That will force him heavily underneath the tower, if not force him to back.
Techie Fiend, that was beautiful. He just manages to clip him through there, and any closer that could have been on the wall.
Even taking a lot of damage. We'll find the stun. Oh, just that Q pops him.
Bit of disrespect towards the top lane Pantheon there, and I mean, we critiqued the swap, but they're the ones with the 2 kills. Definitely not mostly from the level 1 Fiesta, but still great to see them be able to perform on it.
But Kybit towards the top side now, finds the stun, double stun comes through now, Psyop's in a lot of trouble, shutdown goal now over to Kybit, and RP and Peace DFG goes down to go commit jungle. A great trading of kills.
More than 3 kills a minute. we've actually smashed it. We smashed it completely. All I was asking for 2, and now we've got 3. It's amazing.
Ask and you shall receive. It is a spicy game so far. 10 kills in 3 minutes. And the gold is pretty much even.
Yeah, you don't expect to have to talk that much in the early game as the play-by-play.
No, really don't. Dredgeline looking to connect, Bone Secure pulls him back, Techie Fiend just going aggressive again and again and again. Go commit jungle, throws out the snowballs, looking to find the stun, will find it. Techie Fiend very low here, Go commit jungle also very low, finds the triumph though, gets a knock up from the snowball. Kaiba picks up that kill, trading 1-for-1 in the bottom side, flashes forward, gets the Kingslayer on the passive. Gould in a lot of trouble, will have to dash away, Orphan Piece is in the bottom side, throws out the dagger and finds the kill.
It's a clown fiesta, boys! Oh, so many kills on the map. No, I'm loving it. This is a great way to send off the summer split, and so much action. I mean, they're all still pretty even on gold though, so this is just going to be constantly training back and forth. There's going to be so much action in this game. All of them really going for it.
Oh, almost got the kill. So low on mana in the bottom side. Prince of Top, showing that he might be a little bit of a Prince of Support as well. Newton towards the bottom side now. Snowball looking for it to go onto anyone.
Straight into the wall.
If in doubt, hit the wall.
The only thing I would be worried about is the gold is on Silas and the Lucian, and that's who you have to be worried about, especially in this early game.
Especially when he's building towards the Essence Reaver as well, and he has a BF sword, 2 long swords, and then on the other side, your AP carry has an Amp Tome.
You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes in. There's a 1,200 gold difference between the AP carry and the AD carry. It's basically attacking a tank with a pea shooter right now, but Katarina in a lot of trouble. Throws out the Ignite. Charm connects. Easy peasy. Howson finds the solo.
Just not really recognizing the damage that Howson was able to pull out there, and a little bit of disrespect towards the...
Just a little bit of trading here. Not a lot of kill pressure just yet, but he'll just absorb all that damage thanks to his E. Hume will get the hook shot to safety. Looking forward to find the damage. Throws out the Q. Just about survives.
Yeah, and actually, Synapse Sprinter showing a lot of knowledge on this champion. Hex Smash charging.
Yeah, we'll land the dredge line. It will be onto the wrong target though. Dashes away.
I don't think that's how it worked. With Pike, did he do it? Did he dash before the Vigar? Well, no, the Vigar's on his team.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. But then it's like, wait, they're on the same team. What am I talking about? That's why I didn't say it. It's just like, hold it.
You just got there faster than me. You're working fast. Your brain's working faster.
Play by plays. You have to work fast. The stun comes through in the top side. Yeah, can't underestimate the damage coming out from Synapse, but he's so low on mana. Won't be able to find the kill just yet. Is Howson in a little bit of trouble? Throws out a dagger. We're onto this Ocean Drake now as well, so NSG feels like they're in the driver's seat, even though it's picture perfect even.
Yeah, it really is, and I'm surprised with how many kills have managed to go down that it is still even. I would have thought that maybe one of the teams would have edged it ahead with the gold lead, but no. Both of them managing to... Oh.
It's still 2 kills a minute as well, which is something that you should be happy about. Kybit's looking for something in the bottom lane. Flash away from Gould. In comes the biggest snowball ever. That's a beautiful dredge line, but what's it going to give you? Gould so low now. Go commit jungle also low. Skaz is now the target of the side of Bulldog. Kybit has to dash away, but he's going to go down eventually here. But the Kingslayer gives him so much healing. He survives even through the Ignite. The double kill for Kaz.
This game is ferocious. I mean, I don't know which way it's going to go every time a fight turns up.
Pantheon in the bottom side now. Kybit really low, so is Techie Fiend. He has the mana at this point. Kybit just takes Go Commit Jungle down. The stuns are coming through. Another stun from the Vagar. He shows up just on time. And now Sabs will find another kill now. 9 and 10, 8 minutes in. Bloodthirsty isn't it even the word for it as the shutdown goal goes over to Synapse.
It's a roller coaster of a game. I mean, the Pantheon came down and I was like, oh, that's easy. He gets all 3 of them here. And then I thought, oh no, maybe things are going to turn around a little bit. And then suddenly he does.
DFG might be caught out here. Just going to try and dash away, but they'll have to flash away instead as the charm goes wide. Looking to pick up the kill with the dashing here, but Prince of Top will find that kill himself.
How long can we go without a kill happening in this game?
I think about a minute and a half so far, just based off of how the game has been going up to this.
All right, I'll set a timer.
Okay, so we have to try and not get a kill by 10.5 minutes.
Yeah, everyone has to calm down. Right. The next dragon coming up is going to be an ocean again. It's going to be coming up in about 3 minutes. You got the Rift Herald spawning in about 40 seconds as well. I will expect with the amount of prior that Pantheon's able to emit from this top side that they will be able to pick that one up soonish.
Yeah, Housen, we're not going to hit that mark. We're not even hit the 9.5 minutes as DFG will find his second kill of the game. They just want to keep killing.
I'm resetting the timer.
I'm not sure we can go a minute and a half.
And we got Nudu in the bot lane now.
Yeah. Looking to go in with the biggest snowball ever, but Takifian has other ideas. Wants to go in himself. Dredgeline will connect into the wall. Biggest snowball ever will be dodged away from. Takifian in a little bit of trouble as the claw comes down, but Gokuma Jungle taking a lot of damage from the culling. Out comes the ultimate. Just Dredgeline going forward. They're going to turn this 2 versus 3 into a 1 versus 3 now, thanks to the death from below from Prince of Top. And as doesn't have the flash or heal available, will just go forward with the death from below. Taking a lot of poke damage, but the biggest snowball ever is there. Dash away is great. Finds the shutdown gold onto the pike, but in comes the damage from Gould, and that's 2 more kills.
What is happening? What is happening?
You wanted a lot of kills. You wanted.
I did.
It's
but
25 kills in a 10-minute game.
I mean, I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. I mean, the Silas is going to start chipping down that Herald now. Hopefully.
Yeah, Hume taking a lot of damage here. Will manage to get the hookshot safety. Still has the flash available too. As you said, Silas is on that Rift Herald. Will take it down. Housen making his way over as well. Goes forward with the Spirit Rush. Actually, will pop Shelly for some reason. Housen going to get away.
The classic forgetting you have Rift Herald and trying to, I don't know, place a ward or do some other thing.
It's fine if you're using Lee Sin, but otherwise it's a giant question mark of why did I do that? As DFJ will just dash underneath the tower, find his third kill. Takifian gonna try and get behind the tower, behind the wall. Not gonna happen for him as Gould picks up that kill. Now 3 and 3 is Kaz at 6 and 2 is dealing a sizable amount of damage. That's a flash forward. Manages to land Abscond and abduct, but the primordial burst is enough to trade 1 for 1.
It's an absolute fiesta, but if we think about it, why didn't Rip and Peace DFG? Oh.
Yeah, he's just caught underneath the tower. That's such disrespect.
If Rip and Peace DFG had Dark Harvest this game, it'd be over. But you have to think about. Oh, I can't get a moment to chill. I can't get a moment.
James. Prince of Top, looking for it. Yeah, good dash away. Kaz manages to survive.
Having lots of kills in a game will benefit a Pyke and a Vigar much more than anyone else, really. They're getting the extra stats from it in the Vigar, and they're also getting the extra kill gold from the Pyke as well. That's one of the reasons why they are so high, so much further ahead in gold. That Pyke is giving you a lot of extra gold whenever he's involved.
Nice use of Glacial Augment. In comes the flanking teleport though. Silas off to the side. Can he use the Abscond Abduct usefully? To the top will just into the faces of NSG there. Just try and be the sacrificial lamb, but Nunu might be caught out here. Housen also caught out. That's so much damage already as Death Lotus comes through. Will be stopped by Gokuma Jungle, but DFG in a lot of trouble himself. Death from below was stolen away and used for the double kill. Kaibit bringing his team back into this game, bringing it from a 2,000 deficit to a 2,000 gain.
And we said the Pyke's giving them a lot of gold, but Silas, whenever he steals that Pyke ulti, does it count as well? Does he do a?
I don't think it's incremental based off of any stats.
No. As in like, if he ultis, does he get the gold? Did they get the extra gold as well? I don't think so actually.
I think. Do they not? I just assumed that.
Is it part of? It depends if it's part of Pyke's passive or if it's part of his R.
I think it's part of his R. Pretty sure, but talk about that in a second if we get the chance. Culling comes out onto go commit jungle. Flash away now from the Nautilus. Looking to try and find the damage, but Gould doesn't have a huge amount of AP at this point. It's only about 275. So, struggling to find the damage in the lane. Silas into the bot side again. As Housen should be going down there in the middle lane. Dredgeline will not connect onto anything as DFG has to flash away. He just dived underneath the tower. And Kaibet forced to flash out of the Veigar. He's all alone. He'll just about survive. Not low enough for the death from below as they trade a kill in the middle lane. Actually, will just take out the Katarina as Gould will go down. They did end up trading the kill. So I was right. Predicted it with the Ignite coming through as Hume. Looking for the stun, will flash forward just to make sure it connects. Flash away now from Synapse. He's burning down thanks to the red buff, and Hextech sweep will make sure he dies.
Give Doxel a break, guys. Come on.
As much in a cast ever.
I'll just go make some dinner. You can handle this one, to be honest.
It's cool. It's 40 kills in a 15-minute game.
My lord. It's never stopping. I can't. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at item builds right now.
While we can.
Pantheon is about to hit a pretty decent spike on the Black Cleaver, which is pretty nice for him. Camille's still quite a ways off her spikes.
Yeah, but Hume gonna be hit by the giant snowball. Pike coming up as well. Doesn't have the ultimate available. But Go Commit Jungle does. Will not be pulled back, but actually eventually gets pulled back with Bone Skewer as the Baby Cage comes down. This should be a free and easy kill. Prince Top picks that up for himself. Katarina's looking to get the damage down onto Hossam. Death Lotus dashes forward with the Shampoo. And comes the Silas as well. Finds some of the damage with Sub-Zero as Kaibet picks up that kill. Just dashes away. Just so much fighting in this game. And now look for the backup of Kaibet, who's now 9-3. He is so fed right now. And gonna go on to Gould. It looks like gonna try. We'll actually go onto the Pantheon instead. Out comes the claws. The Dredgeline connects. DFG looking to try and make something happen as Kaz picks up his 11th kill of the game. Make that 11-2-6 now.
Kaibet, you little monster. He is popping off in this game. He's making this Silas look filthy.
Now they have about a 6,000 gold lead here. Oh, that was beautifully well done by DFG. Just gonna shun Poe back to his dagger, but goes golden just to prevent the X marks the spot from coming through. Kaibet is also there. He has so much damage right now. Giga Speed has to flash away, but it's not quite enough. It will be followed up by Kaibet. Now look at the chase down Go Commit Jungle.
He's almost got double the gold of Nunu.
Yeah, just needs another 500 and he'll be double it.
That is a ridiculous gold lead. Like 5.5k at 17-minute gold lead, just individual matchup.
10,000 gold on both the jungler and AD carry for the side of NSG. That's where the entire 8k gold lead is, pretty much. Almost 9k gold lead actually at this stage. And oh, the double knock-up, double stun.
Not sure what happened there.
Miscommunication. Hume went in to try and body block it, I think, and then DFG went back and ended up giving up his life as Bone Skewer's looking to find someone, will not find a target. Hume will manage to get over the wall with the hook shot. They're just goon squatting him now, going as a 5-man unit. Next Drake will be up in the next minute and 10 seconds or so. As Kaibet comes in with the Pantheon ultimate, will just be stunned up thanks to the claw. Misses with the charm. Actually, it hits with the charm. Out comes the orb of deception as well. Out comes the culling. Kaz finds yet another kill. The claw just by a little bit of space here. Death from the heavens comes down as Kaz is taking a lot of damage. Hume in all alone. Doesn't have the backup of his team. Baby Cage comes through as well as Kaibet survives for as long as possible. Even with the Kingslayer, he will be taken out. Synapse looking for the follow-up thanks to the Glacial Ointment, who will get the slow. Sakafine should go down here even with Hume off to the side. And actually that was an interesting interaction with his Dredgeline as DFG looking to take Gould out. Doesn't have a lot of damage right now thanks to all the negation. Will eventually go down and take a kill with them. The double kill now coming through from Prince of Top.
Yeah, great turnaround there, and just a bit too much over-aggression from NSG. Really didn't need to re-engage that fight after they'd already lost their Katarina. Managed to come in at the end, but Just need to chill out a little bit more, go back, take the gold, spend it. And I mean, they're still up in gold by a significant amount, but that's definitely dulled the lead a little bit.
Yeah, it's narrowed the lead to about 5,000 gold, so changed it by about 3,000 there. Especially thanks to the cut from Pyke's ultimate. Now they're just going to start off on this Cloud Drake, if I'm not mistaken. Not the most hotly contested Drake, but will add to their 2 Ocean Drakes that they already have.
Certainly, we do have the Baron spawning in about 30 seconds. Normally, when I look at these team comps, I don't think either of them are taking, you know, Baron 20 minutes. But with the sheer amount of gold that's been exchanged on either side of the teams, you know, that timer could be, you know, 10-15 minutes ahead, and we wouldn't say anything about it. It's just the sheer amount of gold that's just been passed over between these teams means that these neutral objectives are going to be going over a lot quicker than you think.
Bonsker will connect, but Hume going on to Hassan. Have to try and dodge away from the charm if he looks for it. Kaibet steals away the death from below. Will be hit by the giant snowball, buys time by using the stopwatch to go golden off on the side. Kaibet trying to buy enough time. He cannot find the damage. So Kaz will pick up a double kill here as the Deathlows comes through, looking for a 3rd kill, as that's a great dredge line. Will find the Pantheon. That's 4 dead now in exchange for 1. Might be able to take this Baron if they want to try go for it. The jungler is dead on the side of Bulldog.
Even though Kaibet didn't really do much in that fight, they still managed to come out because the rest of the team do still have still have a decent amount of gold in them. Specifically Kaz, you really need to be taking him out. He's on such a good spike right now with his 3 items, and like I said, 20-minute Barons don't mean anything when you've got this ridiculous amount of gold in your pocket.
Really doesn't mean much in a 58 kill game at 21 minutes. And DFG will be hit with the charm. We'll find 1-for-1 so far if he goes down here. Looking for the second. That's a double kill in exchange for his life. And that's 4 Baron buffs. Thanks to Silas just about coming back up.
He was feeling a little bit left out there. He's not past the double-digit kills mark, so he's trying to get himself a little bit closer to that to join the rest of his carries.
Hume doesn't have it either. Don't
Hume doesn't have it. I mean, Hume only has this kill participation is very, very low. Hume, you need to step up a little bit, mate.
It's only 6 out of 35.
Oh my god.
Hume's just off on the side lane, trying to do his thing. Looks like they're just gonna group up now in the middle lane. DFG just about to come up off of spawn.
If this game doesn't end soon, we could be looking at like a 100 kill game. If it keeps trading back and forth.
Oh, okay. That was an interesting stopwatch from Gould there. As that's a now 15-2 Lucian. Kaz really stepping up in this 3rd place match.
I know he's a split push array, but look at this. This isn't the split push game. This is the you go in, you fight, and you get as many kills as you can. I mean, who has?
Doesn't have 1 item yet. The AD carry has 4.
Oh my god!
As Gould will manage to find the kill thanks to the claw.
You don't even get to practice this in scrims. Like this never happens.
Wait, what? It's just a drive-by from Gokuma Jungle. He would rather go to the mid lane and onto the Nautilus here. Flash forward, Bosker will pull him back. DFG is going to be stunned up by the Event Horizon there. Goes in with the Death Lotus. Buys time now by going golden. Kaz just cannot be shut down, but Hume will eventually fall. Goes forward with the dredge line now, looking for the damage. You have Kaz off to your side. He really doesn't care. To negate all this damage from the front, eventually going down 17-2 now on this Lucian. He is hyper fed. Just gonna tear through this tower as awesome. Now the target Death Lotus comes through as well. Dredgeline connects, looking for the double. Into top, goes golden just on time as DFG will just about survive that tower shot. They're gonna take this inhib, rotate towards the bot lane, it looks, from some of the pings.
And he has joined the double-digit kill group now, along with his jungler and AD carry, and Lucian's edging himself towards the 20 kills now.
Yeah, he wants to reach the second tier of double digits there. He has 2,000 gold in his pocket. If you want to know the difference between the two 80 carries at this point, it is almost 6,000 gold.
This truly is peak League of Legends.
It is peak League of Legends, and it comes from Europe. Just to say what Quickshot said at one point, but Ocean Drake will be the next one spawning. 12,000 gold difference almost between these two teams at the 24-minute mark. 6 towers to 1. Bulldog very much in the back seat here, just waiting for the Veigar to scale up. Right now he has 453 AP with 210 stacks of his passive.
I mean, we're getting to the point now where gold isn't really going to matter to these carries. Lucian almost about to pick up his final item.
It won't matter to NSG.
Yeah.
It'll matter to Bulldog.
True.
As I was going to take a drink of water, but DFG caught out there. Event Horizon comes through. Primordial Burst, just not enough to pop her, and they just back away. They would have been flanked otherwise. Charm not even going to connect on Protective Beam there.
I was going to say I'll take the next play-by-play for you, but I know only top champion spells.
It takes practice, it takes study to try and remember them all. Actually does sometimes, but Synapse Splinter, he wants to go aggressive here himself. He's going to take down this tier 3. Good dredge line, but not enough, as out comes the ultimate there. Flash forward from Kaz, will secure the kill thanks to the ultimate from Techifine. Goes golden just by a little bit of space. They're onto this inhib now. We'll take the second inhib of the game, 25 minutes in. Kai, but just going to go in all alone. Doesn't have the backup of the team just yet. He will survive thanks to the Kingslayer Death Lotus. Will keep him alive a little bit longer. But DFG almost found a dive in there. As Death from below will secure that kill. The shutdown gold is massive, but they're onto the Nexus Towers now. 18 and 2, almost full build for this Lucian. And they're gonna get the nice knock up there because he's just too powerful. You just can't fight him.
He's
Ultimate jungle, he's just gonna not get away here. Double kill comes through. 20 and 2. They're onto the second Nexus Tower after taking out the first one. Gonna get away from the Super Soaker there. Hume focusing this Nexus now. Nothing you can do. 1 versus 3. And that means NSG are just going to pad their KDA stats 21 and 2 for their 80 carry. They will take down Bulldog. They will secure 3rd place in the UKEL.